women at Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger pride.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000. and start reaching higher today.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says go Tigers. Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Celebrate the Tigers!
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
It's time for Mangum football on Classic Hits 97.7 and Mangum Tiger TV. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tiger Cub Learning Center, Cattleman's Bank, JCMH Mangum Clinic, Granite Drug, 333 Dental, Kendall Law, Greer Funeral Home, Mangum Regional Medical Center, Jill Grauman Remax, Blair Tire and Feed, Sovereign Bank, Great Plains Bank, Greer County Farm Bureau, The Loop, Triad Home Health, In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, Mangum Brick Company, Mangum Tag Agency. Get ready for kickoff. Mangum Tiger football is on the air. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Michael Barnes.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7 and also on our platforms that we stream on. Wherever you may be, you're able to hear Mangum Tiger football, and we're excited about it. And Cameron, I sound like I'm a little bit in a tunnel, like maybe I'm going through your microphone instead of mine.
I'll see if I can get that fixed for you.
All right, so the countdown to kickoff is here as we get set for week number 2, and our pregame brought to us by our good friends over at Great Plains Bank. Great Plains Bank, proud to bring us the pregame show. We will take a timeout while Cameron works on the microphones. I see Sam Powers coming this way. We'll visit with the head coach of the Mangum Tigers after this timeout. It's the pregame show, the countdown to kickoff, and it's brought to you by Great Plains Bank here on Classic Hits 97.7.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Countdown to kickoff continues on Classic Hits 97.7 as we are at Phil Dahlke Field as Hobart and Mangum get ready to play high school football. Really, Coach Sam Powers, Hobart, Mangum football, that's really all you really need to say.
Yeah, no doubt. You live for these games. You know, there's a lot of history here. Both sides have had good years, and both sides, every year, it doesn't matter whether you're good or not. This is always a competitive game.
So this is week number 2. Week number 1, big win over Wilson. Thought your team really did a great job of capitalizing on turnovers and mistakes by the opponent.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you have to do. If they give you short fields, they give you opportunities, we have to capitalize. That's something we've talked about. Maturity is capitalizing on those things and giving yourself a chance. And you do good on those opportunities. Next thing you know, they're playing from behind, and offenses like that, they don't like to play from behind. So.
Yeah, you talk about that offense, and they ran the football, and a couple of times they did pass it, didn't have a lot of success with it. One negative, maybe that's not the right way to put it. Tackling, were you happy with the way you tackled in week 1?
Yeah, I wouldn't say happy. I don't think we're where we are supposed to be right now, but, you know, we're first week. So, right. You know, that's as long as we're playing right at the right time, we're going to be okay. I think that's something we worked on this week. We've worked on every week, and it'll continue to get better as the reps get more and more.
And let's be fair, Wilson, their kids ran hard. They were hard running backs.
Physical football team.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I gave them that compliment at the end of the game. Like, there's a lot of things that they are missing, but one of them is not physicality. You know what I'm saying? They'll come hit you, and they got behind their pads, and it was a good wake-up for us.
What about this Hobart team tonight, week number 2? Non-district affair. It used to be a district ball game. Now it's just a good old-fashioned backyard brawl.
Yeah, you have to keep this game. Like you said, right. This is a gate game. This is a rivalry game. This is things that both of these sets of fans look for. You know, Hobart's going to be another ball control offense. They're going to run. They keep you disciplined and make sure your athletes stay in check and discipline with option scheme and just different motions and different things that keep you off balance. So you have to stay disciplined in your structure and your assignment and your job. And I think we've had a good week of practice to prepare for that. So,
thought your kids really were strong along the offensive and defensive line last week. How do you match up this week? Because we know the big body Jackson Allison is gone. Yeah. What does Hobart look like up front?
Yeah, I mean, they're still solid. Coach Allison always does a really good job with the offensive line. I think he still does the O-line, but if not, he's still one of the best technicians in coaching the O-line. So they're going to be good. I think the Mayab kid he has the potential to, you know, be disruptive when he wants to be, and I think he's the one you got to keep your eye on. They've added on the defensive line some speed off of the edge in the Madden kid and the Smith kid, and so you just have to counter it. It's just going to be hard. I mean, we're 260 average across the board. It's going to be hard to compete with that week in and week out, and the guys behind them are 230, 240, so it's not like we're falling off a bunch, and with that kind of depth, it allows you to stay fresh, and a lot of people don't have that. So.
Yeah, that was one thing we noticed last week is you were able to run a lot of bodies in there, and it took its toll on Wilson.
Yeah, and I mean, that's our MO, always. I like to play a lot of guys early to make sure everybody's getting reps. That way, when it's time for them to be at the speed of everybody else, they're ready, and they proved they belong on the field last week. And so I think that we'll continue to do that. One thing I always say is that you'll never see a Sam Powers coach team that is not in really good shape, and that's something we pride ourselves on. So.
One thing you talked to us last week in the pregame were your big arms, and we saw the big arms. Now, you snuck Bo in there, got the halfback touchdown pass, if you will. That you're not going to be able to sneak that many more times this year.
No, yeah. You got to catch those lightning in a bottle, but there are opportunities for Bo to come in and still be able to use that big arm he has, and you have to prepare for that. That's just another thing that somebody has to prepare for. You got a 6'4", 200-pound quarterback that can throw it 50 yards. Oh, shoot, well, here comes the 6'2" quarterback that can throw it 50 yards, and now he's playing at a different spot, and you still have to respect that pass from him. So it keeps everybody honest, and it makes you have to game plan for it, which gives us a leg up. It means you're not preparing for something else we do.
Last year on the basketball court, I called Zeke instant offense because he just came off the bench and would score. His hands on the football field are amazing. Some of the catches that he makes in traffic, and I talk about it on the air, catching the back half of the football, it's not easy to do.
Man, that guy works on it all the time. He works on his hands all the time, and he works on his route development all the time. And as he's getting older and growing into that big frame, he's getting more body control, which he's able to come down with a lot of those footballs. And, I mean, he is instant offense. If we need one, he's a guy we can go to at any time, and we know he's going to find a way to come down with it. So,
on the defensive side, Shane Lee really kind of stepped up for you last week, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, he has a motor. Shane has a crazy motor. One thing we had to tell Shane was that we needed him put on about 20 pounds this offseason, and he comes in and puts on that weight and then still keeps his motor, which is special. And so I think that he's going to continue to be a presence on the offensive and defensive line that you got to worry about.
Okay, your wife posted on Facebook, it's always a great day to be Sam Powers.
I don't know that's true, but she is definitely a blessing. So she keeps me grounded for sure. So.
And just real quickly, I want to mention that your boys, they just love and live for this on Friday nights, don't they?
Absolutely. They want to know where Dad is. They want to know where his boys are. They want to be a part of it as much as they can. And, that's why I got into this, is so that they can have an opportunity to be around these things and make them better young men when they get older. So.
All right, Sam, we'll let you get back to it. Thank you so much, Thanks, Coach. Mike. We will talk to you soon. Again, Sam Powers joining us on the pregame show. The countdown to kickoff continues after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
And welcome back as the countdown to kickoff continues. Our pregame show brought to us by Great Plains Bank, and we appreciate them. Mangum will be kicking off tonight in this ball game against Hobart. They will be doing so from right to left on your listening and or viewing device. Tigers in their road white uniforms with the black numerals and the orange and black trim. They've got the orange pants tonight. Meantime, the Bearcats in that it just reminds me. Well, I'm laughing because the Bearcats came through the tunnel, if you will, and apparently the Hobart Bearcats sign is too strong because it knocked down a couple of players when they came through. But nonetheless, Bearcats, and it reminds me of UCLA, and maybe the blue isn't quite as powdery blue as UCLA's is, but I love the uniform scheme of the Bearcats. They're in gold pants and the blue tops with the gold trim, and they'll be working on the left to right vision, if you will, of your radio dial or of your viewing device. So good to have you alongside on this Football Friday night, week number 2. Also tonight, teams from inside the Mangum and District. Carnegie is at Sayre this evening to take on the Eagles. Southwest Covenant on the road there at Elmore City Purnell. Watonga, next week opponent for the Mangum Tigers, and a team that Hobart beat handily last week. They are entertaining Thomas this evening, and Apache is at Minco. Meantime, Texoma and Merritt both are idle tonight. Guyman, a 5A team, and I don't know if they're having difficulty finding teams, or maybe the Bearcats of Moreland are just that chesty, but Moreland, a Class A team, is entertaining 5A Guyman this evening. So there you go. And it'll be Frederick moving across the Red River tonight. They will be taking on the Bobcats of Childress. We can tell you the last night along the Fox Radio Network, Central High shut out Cordell 50-0 in an 8-man ball game. So we're about ready to get this one underway, and set to kick it away will be Derek Ham for Mangum, and Ethan Funkhauser in the middle of the field deep for the Bearcats. And we look across the way, the Hobart fans are, well, they're in plenty of shade. Meantime, Mangum in sunshine. Ball fielded on the hop by Cooper Gray. Gray gets a block and comes across the 30 out to about the 34-yard line. He'll be knocked down there. So good field position early on for this group from Hobart. You know, the tackle for Mangum was Cray Manny. So we'll see Mangum on defense for the first time tonight as they get set to take on these Bearcats of Hobart. And again, talked about it in the pregame show, these are teams that for a long time, many years, played inside the same district. And now you've got to schedule it just as a non-district ball game. We hope to be joining you soon on our Facebook page. People asking me about that. So 1st and 10, Bearcats go to work at the 35-yard line. Wind in their face, but again, Coach talked about it during the pregame show. They'll keep the ball on the ground to do so here as inside handoff across the 40 out to about the 41-yard line will be the tailback, Dalton Hamlet. Hamlet, 5'7", 214. He is a senior. Cooper Curbo in on the stop for Mangum. Gets some help as well on the stop from Talon Frazier. Was that Frazier out there? I think it was Talon.
I believe you're right.
Also in on the stop, our main man, Diego Tillis. Diego constantly has a smile on his face, and we love that for sure.
We do like the air, but that's what's causing us some audio problems. That's
inside handoff again to the big bruising tailback, Dalton Hamlet. Hamlet out to the 44-yard line. That'll be shy of a first down by 1 yard. Now they'll move it back now to the 43, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. Coming up on the stop for Mangum there was Clayton Caskey. And Caskey coming up from that secondary position. You talk about Coach, you heard Coach talk about it in the pregame show, the front line, massive linebackers. Nothing to trifle with, and Caskey, a great open field tackler. 3rd down and 2 for the Bearcats. They'll keep it on the ground, and I think making the first down will be Dalton Hamlet. He got knifed underneath by Aiden Augustine, but they did mark him down at the 45. That will be a first down, so they'll move the sticks. And a first down for Hobart. No surprise, keeping the ball on the ground the entire drive. Tishon Caleb, who we loved watching last year as a freshman on the basketball court, has checked into the lineup now for the Bearcats. They've got a 1st and 10 now at their own 45-yard line. Just underway on this football Friday night. And again, the inside handoff at that time, Aiden Augustine swaddled that one up. Not even getting back to the line of scrimmage was Dalton Hamlet. So it'll be 2nd down now. 2nd down, and we'll call it 11. Well, we'll go with 10. So, Cameron, you're familiar with Phil Dalkey. There it is. I was looking for the clock. Not easy for me to find. 2 minutes gone by here in the first. And Hobart running the football. Special coming up at halftime. We look forward to this. Jenny Stidham will be joining us as the Mangum Lady Tigers softball team. The way we look at it, are the district champions. 2nd down now. And again, a delayed handoff. And again, great penetration. Tackle in the backfield turned in that time by Talon Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Kinsler Dozier on the carry. Dozier 6'2", 135 and a sophomore. And he got whacked as he took the handoff. Lost a couple on the play. It'll bring 3rd down and a dozen. In the Cameron Dole experience, this is not Hobart territory. They don't like to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, they are not a long distance team.
Much like
offensively,
much like we saw last week with the Eagles of Wilson. So third down, and again, keep in mind that wind has been blowing hard out of the south all day, and Hobart moving into it. Third down and about 12, and they'll keep the ball on the ground. Toss sweep, left side, and across the 50, down to about the 48-yard line. Big chunk picked up there by the Bearcats as they ran the toss sweep to the short side of the field. It'll bring up a fourth down now. They'll mark it officially at the 48 of Mangum. The line to bank for a first down to 45, so it's 4th down and 3. And you can bet your bottom dollar Hobart going to go for it right now. So good job out on the edge that time by the Bearcats. And pound it inside, and then run that toss sweep to the short side of the field. 4th down and 3. Eli Ellis underneath center. He'll send a man in motion. Mangum moves, but they did not get into the neutral zone. They moved, but they did not jump into the neutral zone.
And we had the bird's eye view on the line here.
Yes, we did. Bearcats. There's movement on their part.
A couple of them.
The flag will fly. As picking up the first down will be Eli Ellis, but this is going to come back because we had 2 men in motion at the same time, and that. It looks good in the Arena League, and it's permissible in Canada, but we're not in the Arena League, and we are in Canada. So the 5-yard mark-off will take the football back now and bring up a 4th down, and what was about 3 now becomes 4th and 8. And I would think that, coaches, Cole Allison, I think, going to change his mind, punt the football away now. So it is a punting situation now for the Bearcats. As the clock shows 7:55 left in the first quarter of play. Mangum, 54 points last week. And you keep a high-powered offense off the scoreboard by holding on to the football. And even though Hobart didn't get a score, they kept it away from Mangum. Left-footed kick will hit at about the 37, and then a backspin. And well, I tell you what, was that touched by Mangum?
They acted like it was.
Well, and it was touched by Mangum, but coming up with a loose football was Talon Frazier. So Frazier all over the place, getting it done for Mangum. So the Tigers' great field position as, again, we talked about the wind, and it knocked that football down, and then when it hit, it bounced back towards the line of scrimmage. So Mangum will get a 1st and 10 at the 39.5-yard line. And, boy, I tell you what, Sam Powers is a gunslinger. Don't be surprised if he doesn't go up top on this very first play. Pistol formation. Laughlin, the quarterback, and Curtis Henley there with him. Lofton, 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Laughlin barking out the signals. He'll hand it off to Henley. Henley stutter step, and he'll make his way out to the 45-yard line. Nice patience there by Curtis. Had a hole on that right side. He let it develop and then burst through for a 5-yard gain. Tempo here for Mangum. They'll run to the line of scrimmage and still go with that pistol formation. Laughlin now will go empty backfield as we've got 4 wide receivers here on the near side. This is certainly a different look than what we saw in week number 1. He'll fire across the middle. Pass going to be picked off as it was too tall. And Johnny on the spot that time. Eli Ellis with the interception. Pass was intended for Henley, and it was over the head of Curtis. Great job by Ellis to come up with the interception. So it'll be 1st and 10 now at the 48-yard line of Mangum. Great field position for Hobart with their 2nd possession of the ball game. So 1st and 10, they go to work at the 48-yard line with no score and their 2nd possession of the ball game. Send a man in motion that we want to throw. Ellis flush from the pocket, and that's Kalen Moore instead. And Moore throws here on the near side. He got hit as he let go of the football. It's an incomplete pass. Good pressure there by Clayton Caskey. It'll be 2nd down and 10. So a change of pace there for Colt Allison as he went with Kalen Moore now. Moore, 6 foot 150 and a sophomore from the quarterback position. Couldn't get that pass to be completed. Second down now. 48-yard line. Again, that wind howling out of the south. And all those cool temperatures that we were enjoying last Friday, gone. History, vapor, smoke, nothing but a fond memory. 93 at kickoff tonight. Moore going to keep it himself on the quarterback draw. He'll take it inside the 45 down to about the 44-yard line. Wrapped up there by the Tigers' Bo Rogers. It'll be third down. Third down, and we'll call it 6. As it's at the 44 on the line to make just inside the 38 of Mangum. So this quarter has been dominated by Hobart with the football. We've almost gotten to the halfway point. 6:25 left in the first quarter of play, and Mangum has only run a couple of plays. First down carry. Uh-oh, look out. Say goodbye. Eli Frank. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eli Frank. There are no flags, and Frank had a big hole right up the middle of the field. Nobody was there, and Eli will go 44 yards for the first score of the ball game. And just like that, Hobart on top 6-0 with the extra point on the way.
Wow. It got through the line, and
there
wow.
wasn't anybody there, yeah. You could have ran for that touchdown. Or my supervisor, Nikki Burnett, could have. She told me when I left the office today, she said, say good things about my I think she said nephew. I said, who's that? She said, Eli Frank. Well, there you go, Nikki. How about that? Hobart going to go for 2 now. They run the pitch, the option, and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion will go Ethan Funkhauser. Well-designed play. So, with 6:13 left in quarter number 1, it is Hobart 8, Mangum nothing. And we are Classic Hits 97.7.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
Well, the Cameron Dole experience said it during our break. First punch thrown by Hobart, and it was a knockout punch indeed, as the 44-yard touchdown jumped by Eli Frank has given the Bearcats an 8-0 lead here in quarter number 1.
I'm just excited that we've got Christopher Cross joining us on the broadcast this evening.
Christopher Cross, are we sailing?
I know.
Sailing away?
And of course, Dave McCook is visiting with us again this evening.
Little ground ball on the kickoff and fielded by Derek Ham here at the 40-yard line using his baseball skills there. And so it'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum as they will go to work. Okay, so I've got it pulled up, but I haven't figured out how you do your conversations things that you do about Dave McCook.
Where is it?
So Mangum goes to work, 1st and 10. Have the ball at their own 40-yard line, down 8-0. As the pass interception capitalized by Hobart, they will get the score. Laughlin from the pistol wants to throw, has time. Rolls right, penalty flag and a fly, ball in the air, and it's over the head and out of bounds. That was Mad Max Richardson, the intended target, but we're going to get a hold back here against the Tigers. Our officiating crew, by the way, Sean Del Camp. The umpire is DeAndre Gaines. Gaines is the umpire. The referee is Del Camp. The linesman is Troy Vinson. Line judge Bryce Sellers. And the back judge is Maurice Mayfield. So Mark it off 10 yards against Mangum, back to the 30-yard line, and it'll bring up a 1st and 20 line to make the midfield mark for the Tigers. Empty backfield. Now they'll fake the handoff, and Laughlin going to keep it himself. Turns the corner, has the 35, now the 40, 45, and down the far sideline he will go, and finally bumped out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So great job by Remy there. He got most of that yardage back. A little 17-yard jaunt. It'll bring up a 2nd down, and we'll call it 3. If you could only see the madness going on behind all of this. I've got guys putting phones in my face, taking my phone, and here I am.
Robert Crawford, we can't figure out how to get you the messages on your phone, so I guess I'm going to have to, I'll show them to you. We'll take care of it.
Well, you can be the messenger.
All right.
2nd down and 3, deep handoff now, and boy, I tell you what, Curtis Henley got stood up at the line of scrimmage. Great penetration that time by the Bearcats, and the defensive effort turned in by Zach Morris. So it'll be 3rd down now. Maybe a loss of a half yard on the play. 3rd down at about 3.5 for Mangum. They'll go 4 wide receivers here on Badier's side. Empty backfield for Laughlin. The last time we saw this, he ran for 17. Going to change the play now. Check the clock. 5:20 here in quarter number 1. Hobart on top, 8-0. Laughlin wants to throw, has time, puts it up, lofts it down the far sideline, and pass is caught. Oh, what a marvelous catch down the far sideline. How about that set of hands by Mason Parker? Boy, Parker just kept running, and finally tracked the football down at about the 25-yard line, stepped out of bounds at the 21. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for Mangum. Now a penalty flag will fly. And I don't know what's Del Camp got going on here. False start against Mangum, but apparently they did not get set. So the Desert Rose Band once saying 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that happened right there. So Mangum on the move, and now they're going to lose 5 yards because I don't know that they got set before they snapped the football. Del Camp going over and having a conversation with Sam Powers, and Sam's not having any of it. So it'll be 1st and 15 now for Mangum. They trail 8-0, but have it inside Hobart territory at the Bearcat 27. Laughlin hands it off Henley. He's got room, runs into a defender, and powers his way inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. Hard running that time by Curtis. Nothing pitter-patter that time. He just pinned his ears back and ran to the goal line. So he'll get the 5. Well, he won't quite get the 5 back that they lost. Yes, he will. He'll get the 5 and then 2 more. So he'll bring up a 2nd down now and 8. Ball at the 19-yard line. Laughlin with Curtis in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, and Laughlin going to keep it himself. Go right behind Curtis, still on his feet at the 10, at the 5, and he's into the end zone for the score. Great sleight of hand that time by conversion. Talk about a well-designed play. The folks at Boise State would like that one, as Cooper Kerbo is the benefactor of the 2-point conversion. And just like that, 4:30 left here in quarter number 1. We got a Donnybrook going. It's Mangum 8, Hobart 8, and you and I are back to Phil Donkey Field after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Technically, Remy Laughlin was inside the Sovereign Bank red zone when he scored that touchdown. And so with that and the 2-point conversion, Mangum is tied Hobart at a dozen apiece here on this football Friday night, week number 2. Now, this one is good as advertised, and we figured it would will be at Donnybrook. Ethan Funkhauser in the middle of the field, set to return the kick. I'm Derek Hammond. Derek, who fielded the kickoff a moment ago by Hobart, now kicks it to the Bearcats. High and over end kick. Funkhauser will field back at about the 6. He's got the 10, 15, 20. Breaks a tackle there to the 25. And finally going to be spilled at about the 29-yard line. Nice return by Ethan Funkhauser. And Hobart will go to work for the third time tonight. 1st and 10. They'll have the football. Let's see where they marked him down officially. And it looks like it's going to be at the 29-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats. And both teams have benefited from big plays here in this first half. And that touchdown run by Eli Frank, that's still going to be sticking in the craw of the Mangum defense, because Frank was untouched, unscathed. 1st and 10, toss sweep near side. Turning the corner, Frank. He'll go across the 35 out to about the 36. Good open field tackle by Cooper Curbo. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And closer to 6, actually. 2nd down and 4. Good block out on the edge. Jackson Brooks calling some of the defensive signals here. And I think maybe somebody missed an assignment that time as well. Last couple of runs for Hobart, they have had a lot of real estate with nobody in front of them. So 2nd down, inside handoff here. And boy, getting turned back is Dalton Hamlet. Hamlet hit immediately. Again, Cooper Curbo in on the stop for Mangum. He got help as well from Trey Williams. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 as he was stymied at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 4 for Mangum. On the defensive side, trying to get a stop here and get the football back as we are tied at 8. And 3:10 left here in quarter number 1. Not seen many passing opportunities tonight for Hobart. They'll send a man in motion here. Going to keep it on the ground. And again, stopped at the line of scrimmage will be Hamlet. Aiden Augustine, Big A, in on the stop for the Tigers. Cooper Curbo in to finish it off, but it'll bring up a 4th down situation. And, you know, Colt Allison running the ball in the middle of the field that time. You wonder if he was thinking about going for it, and he may have been, but he's not now. So he'll send the kicking unit in. Eli Ellis set to punt the football away for Hobart. And again, his 2nd punt of the night. The first one kind of got hung up in the wind, and not only did it not travel far in the air, but then when it hit the ground, it took a backwards bounce as well. Again, high and over end kick. Mangum will get away from it. Boy, I tell you what, that followed Curtis Henley. Henley, a 90-degree angle at the sideline, and the ball went with him. Like he had a magnet in his pocket or something, and the ball was magnified.
Nelda Wallace says, go get them Tigers. And Kobe Bear says, go Tigers as well.
Good to have you alongside tonight, folks. Thanks for checking in. Cameron taking on the role of the late Harry Carey, who, hi, everybody. He used to read cards, literally read cards and letters from fans on the air.
We got 141 on our YouTube right now. So
all right,
there you go.
Fantastic. And if you're one of them, great to have you alongside on this Football Friday night. Empty backfield now for Remington Laughlin. 3 wide receivers here on the near side, 1 up top. Laughlin, long snap count. Now he'll send Henley in motion. Curtis fakes the handoff. Laughlin going to keep it himself, and Remy across the 45, out to the 46, 47, and now the 48-yard line. Great running by Laughlin that time, and he'll pick up 7. That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 3. So Laughlin, coaches talked about it, got the big arm, but he's a big, strong body as well, and he runs hard. We saw him a lot last year as a tight end for this football team, and well, I tell you what, when he gets in space, he is difficult to bring down and has some deceiving speed as well. So 2nd down and about 3. Tied at 8. Laughlin fakes the pass, tucks, runs, and gets to the 50-yard line. We're going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2. 3rd and 2. Frank on the stop. A minute 20 left here in quarter number 1. Mangum and Hobart tied at 8, and Tigers want to go tempo here. Third down 2. And again, Mangum will change the play. Laughlin from the pistol. Zeke here on the near side. They'll hand it off instead to Mason Mitchell. And Mitchell, does he get the first down? I believe he did on that right side. Good job by Mitchell on his second effort. He got a block on the edge by Mason Parker, and I think he got the first down.
At about the 46-yard line.
And they will move the sticks. Want to say hi to Steve Perry's favorite person, O'Sherry. From Norman. And not Norman Bates, I understand. First and 10. Laughlin fires across the middle. Got a man open in the pass. Just out of the outstretched hands of Mad Max Richardson. And Mad Max couldn't get there. Penalty flag back here. DeCamp tells us it's a hold. And Mangum, I tell you what, they have had
first down at 20 for
some bugaboos here in this first quarter of play. The interception, and I believe that's the fourth penalty of quarter number 1. 27.3 seconds left in the period, tied at 8. So Hobart accepts the penalty. He'll take the football back to a little do-si-do going on. now they'll mark it off and take the football back to the 44-yard line of Mangum. Line to make for a first down. Yikes. The 36 of Hobart. First down and about 20. Laughlin fires out in the flat. Parker the catch. Breaks the tackle. Has the 50. And is tackled there. Good job, though, by Mason after he made the catch to elude the defender and pick up positive yardage. It'll be second down and 15.
Gain good for about 6
You take
yards.
5 at a time.
Bring up second down and 14. Ball on the 50-yard
College
line.
football coming up tomorrow as the Oklahoma Sooners will be at Lincoln Financial to take on the Owls of Temple. Movement by the Bearcats. Do they jump into the zone? And the officials say no. The quarter came to an end.
There you go.
So the quarter comes to an end. They're at the midfield stripe. Won't be a whole lot of changing things over. We're tied at 8 at the end of 1. Mangum and Hobart doesn't get any better than this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Cameron Dole Experience. Michael Barnes and you going to have you alongside on Football Friday Night, week number 2, as we are in Hobart, Bearcats and the Tigers, in a game that is perfectly described by how the first quarter ended. At the 50-yard line. Why not? We're tied at 8 as we go to period number 2 here on Classic Hits 97.7. Mangum with the football. They're now working from left to right on your listening and or viewing device. Richardson in motion. Now he comes back on the near side. Going to run a reverse, and that's Zeke. Looks for a block. Didn't get it, but he made a move and picked up positive yardage to about the 46-yard line of Hobart. A short side of the field and not a lot of room that time to navigate for Zeke, but Rogers a little dead leg move, and he'll bring up a third down and 9 for the Bearcats, or for the Tigers rather. Tigers right in front of us at the 46-yard line of Hobart. Third down and 9. You got to think it's 4-down territory. Inside handoff, Richardson. Mad Max down to the 35, and he's got the first down. Max Richardson. Well, a lot of razzle-dazzle going on there. The handoff from Laughlin to Henley, and then back to Mad Max, who turned it up, put his foot in the field, and went to the 35 and got the first down. So Mangum will move the sticks here as we have entered period number 2. Clock running 11:35 left in the first half of play. Curtis Henley back in the pistol formation. Now he will go in motion. And they'll fake the handoff. Laughlin going to keep it. Remy dives forward inside the 35, down to about the 30. And we'll give him the 33-yard line. Knifing in to make the play for the Bearcats, Dalton Hamlet. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 as Laughlin picked up 1. Split out here on the near side from Mangum, Mason Parker. 2nd down and 9. Does Remy go upstairs? Fakes the handoff, looks out on the wing, caught by Richardson. Mad Max a move. He's got the 30, 25 down the far sideline, and finally knocked down at about the 19-yard line. Max Richardson with a catch to the first down. Moved the 6 again for Mangum here in period number 2. As they are really opening up the playbook. 10:50 left to the first half of play. Going to go tempo here as they are in the red zone, brought to us by Sovereign Bank. Throw, corner of the end zone, pass incomplete. Did a penalty flag fly? It did, yeah. It looked like that Zeke Rogers had beat his man down in the corner of the end zone. And pass interference indeed was called on the play. So a freebie there for Mangum. The pass on the mark, and I can see one of the Hobart coaches say that catch wasn't catchable, or the pass wasn't catchable, but this because he was being held. I think if he's able to run the pattern cleanly, and he being Zeke Rogers, he catches that for a score.
It'll be 1st and goal.
So Mangum has it 1st and goal inside the 10. Trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. Laughlin fakes the pass, takes it up the middle. Ooh, he was headed to the end zone, but a shoestring tackle made at about the 6-yard line by Dalton Hamlet. They will give forward progress of Laughlin to just inside the 6. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there. Clock running here in the first half. 10:20 left of the frame, tied at 8. And Mangum now gets free yardage there. Nope, timeout going to be taken instead. Timeout taken by Hobart. It comes with 10:19 left of the first half of play. Tied at 8. Mangum on the move on Classic Hits 97.7.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
Bo Rogers on the carry on the left side. Bo will make it down to the 5-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal from there. And again, Hamlin in on the side. Boy, I tell you what, Dalton has had a whale of a game in the first half on both sides of the field. Remy Laughlin back now in the quarterback position. Curtis Henley in the backfield. And it looked like Remy was going to go under center at first. We don't see that very often, but now he does come back in the backfield. Hands it off. Now we'll get a reverse and cutting it up and getting into the end zone. Richardson from 5 yards away. And Mad Max with his 2nd score of the night. And he'll give Mangum their first lead of the evening. 9:41 left in the first half of play. And the Tigers on top 14-8 with the extra point on the way. So a great job that time by Richardson. But we've seen a lot of counters and inside reverses here tonight for Mangum. A lot of razzle, a lot of dazzle being shown by Mangum on the offensive side. Going for 2 here. Laughlin, full house backfield. He'll keep it himself, roll right, lobs it, corner of the end zone, pass caught. 2-point conversion is good.
as the catch is made by Talon Frazier. So with 9:41 left in the first half of play, Mangum leads it for the first time tonight. Tigers 16, Hobart 8. And you and I are back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
So you tell me that Michigan is checked in. Who do we have checking in from Michigan tonight?
Mike Baker in Ironwood, Michigan, checking in. Said, let's go Mangum.
Mike Baker doesn't. You get 13 instead of 12. I wonder if they've had any frost in Michigan. I'll bet they have. Hobart with the first lead, or Mangum with the first lead of the night, I'm sorry. Kicking from their own 40-yard line. As in to do the honors for the Tigers, of course, is Derek Hammond. Hammond kicking into the wind for the first time tonight. Boots it high end over end. Funkhauser coming up, makes the catch at about the 23. He's across the 30, out to the 33, 34-yard line. Good job by Ethan to catch that one on the run and just simply run right up the middle of the field. So good field position that time for Hobart. They'll have it first and 10. Marked him at his own 33-yard line.
38.
Oh, I'm sorry, 38, yeah. You know. About time for me to see Dr. Geiger and maybe get a new set of glasses. Oh, my goodness. First and 10 now for the Bearcats. They scored after an interception and have been slowed since. Got to keep the football on the ground right side and across the 40 out to about the 41-yard line is Eli Frank, who's got the touchdown of the night. Cooper Kerbo in on this top. Aiden Augustine, and then man we talked about in the pregame show, Shane Lee helping out. It'll be second down. Second down at about 7. Line of big for a first down just outside the 48. Line of scrimmage, the 41. Eli Frank, related to Nikki Burnett. No wonder he's such a good football player, running away from her. Toss sweep near side. Look out. Room for Ethan Funkhauser. He's across the 45 and into Mangum territory where he's finally run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of the Tigers. And boy, I tell you what, Caskey got there, but not before Funkhauser had all kinds of room to pick up that first down. Mangum concentrating on trying to stop everything in the middle of the football field, and they've done a pretty good job of that. But they have been susceptible to the outside, and Funkhauser that time getting it done. Is there ever a season where there's not a Funkhauser that is playing?
I don't think so.
It's amazing. First and 10 now. Going to send a man in motion, wanting to throw the football is Ellis. Eli with the left hand puts it up. Ball going to be knocked away by Clayton Caskey. Good job by Caskey that time at the defensive end. Diego Tellis put his head down at the end of that play. I think Diego had designs on intercepting that ball, and Caskey just kind of knocked it away. So it'll be second down and 10. Plenty of time that time for Ellis to deliver the football. And just came up a little bit short. We see Colt Allison maybe opening up the playbook a little bit with wind at his club's back. So second down now, second down and 10. Ellis still underneath center. Again, he'll send a man in motion, and again, they will hand it off. And boy, I tell you what, stuffed at the line of scrimmage was that Eli Frank? Yeah, it was Eli Frank. Shane Lee said, "Not so fast, my friend," and stuffed him at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 on the play, in fact. It'll bring up third down and 11. By the way, the allusion to Lee Corso, he was certainly missed last week in Norman. The show was great. We're talking about the college game day show. It was great. It was fantastic like it always is. But it certainly did lack Lee Corso. Third down now and 11. They'll go with the toss sweep. Hobart turning the corner on the right side, cutting it back in to the 45 and no more will be Cooper Gray. In on the stop for Mangum, Shane Lee. Also Clayton Caskey getting off the pile. So we'll bring up a fourth down now. Fourth down, we'll call it 8. As the ball is just inside the 45. Line to make for a first down is the 36. Let's see what this group from Hobart decides to do here. Again, Eli Ellis will go underneath center. Single back look, sends a man in motion. Movement by Mangum, and they gave him 5 free yards. So offside's going to be called against the Tigers. And they got Bo Rogers on that. Bo was off of the ball. I don't know that he got into the neutral zone. But they said that he did. So there you have it. Who am I to judge? Coming up at halftime, the head coach of the Mangum Lady Tigers softball team, Jenny Stidham, will join us. Big games coming up next week for the Lady Tigers. Just tell me what it is. I can't read. Toss sweep near side. Great penetration.
Wow.
Stopped in the backfield. Ball going to come free, but already down on the play was the ball carrier. Great job by Cooper Curbo. And also in on the stop there for Mangum was Talon Frazier. Frazier's come out of nowhere. And it'll be a stop on downs. Mangum will get it back, and you've got what for me?
Stumbling, bumbling, and rumbling touchdown. Mike Baker likes that one. And Nelda Wallace said, way to go, Tigers. And from Topeka, Kansas, Anita Fisher says, go Mangum. So there you go.
Hello, Topeka, Kansas. Topeka, by the way, the state capital of Kansas. For you scoring along at home. Speaking of scoring along, Curtis Henley got all kinds of room. Down the near sideline, 20, 15, 10, and knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Curtis Henley. Huge hole up the middle of the field, and Henley off to the races and finally knocked out of bounds. They will knock him out at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal from there for Mangum. 7:10 left here. It is first half of play. So a big play there for Henley. Pass out in the flat, and it's incomplete. Boy, they're trying to go again to Mad Max Richardson. But it was on the hop, and it was a forward pass, not a backwards pass. Take you back to the days of Nebraska when they used to do that perfectly. Turner Gill would skip it off of the turf up there in Husker land, and wide receiver would catch it and go to the end zone. So second down and goal, and now Mangum going to lose yardage here. Somebody moved for the Tigers on the interior. So they have really done a job on themselves here this evening. Several penalties in this first half of play. They have overcome them, but they continue to have struggles. As we do the Sovereign Bank red zone, Mangum trying to add to their lead. Laughlin, screen pass, caught. That could be a touchdown for Mason. Mitchell looks for a block into the end zone. He will score, but we're going to get a penalty flag. They're going to say that Aiden Augustine had a block in the back. I don't know that I agree, but this one will come back. Well-designed screenplay. And Parker looking for that block from Augustine, got it, and tiptoed into the end zone, but it's going to come back on the block in the back. So again, some mental mistakes for the Tigers here in his first half of play against Hobart. It is week number 2. Got to clean that thing up. No 333 dental first down on this one because it's second and goal. And the ball at the 19-yard line. Laughlin going to change the play. He's got Parker in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to Mason. Remy throws, hit as he did. Ball caught for a touchdown. Oh, what a job adjusting to the football that time by Zeke Rogers. Instant offense. Great catch and score. And Mangum will get it in from 19 yards away on second down and goal. And they lead it 22-8 with 6:27 left in the first half of play. And how about Remy hanging in there and getting drilled as he delivered the football? But got enough on it, and Rogers went and found it in the end zone for the score. So Mangum going to try the conventional kick for the extra point. Derek on, kick is up, and it is good. So Mangum has a 2-touchdown lead as we check the clock. 6:27 left in the first half of play. Tigers 23, Bearcats 8. More classic hits, 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, go Tigers.
The Cameron Dole experience defined it as a knockdown in that first touchdown by Hobart. Mangum has scored 3 times since, and now they lead it as the ball picked up on the hop of the kickoff. Coming here on the near side will be the tailback, and not even getting back to where he made the catch. 23-yard line. It'll be Cooper Gray. Good job by Mason Parker down there to turn that play back inside. Gray Manny in on the stop, along with Cray was Diego Tellis.
And way to go, Max and the Tigers from Florida, and said no name announced, please. So
all right.
There you go.
Somebody doesn't want to be associated with my broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, we don't know who Barnes is. So quickly, while I can say this, as we recognize September as Mental Health Awareness Month, be aware that you can reach out to me for support. That is a post from Abby Manasco. Abby, we love you for putting that. She says, you're not alone, you're valued. Please don't be afraid to reach out. Penalty flags will fly here. This one is going to come back. That looked like a Benny Hill play there, for those of you who remember that situation comedy with so we'll get the official call from the White Hat. And he picks up his flag, stuffs it back in, and he tells us illegal participation against Hobart. That's a 5-yard mark-off. It'll bring up a 1st and 15. But Abby, a young person, and boy, I tell you what, obviously mental health and the suicide hotline is something that's very important. If you do feel like that you are alone, you need someone, remember you can call 988 and there will be somebody there to help you. 1st and 15 carry here, and it doesn't go anywhere. And it's flattening and going down the line of scrimmage to make the play. Our old buddy Gabe Miranda. I tell you what, Miranda, he's not old chip off the block. He's the whole wood pile. I mean, that kid he's got some rocks in his pockets. He's fun to watch. 2nd down and 15 for Hobart. Play clock has made its way down to 5 seconds. I love the fact that they've got those play clocks here. It hasn't always been that way at Phil Dalkey Field. Get it off just in time and trying to keep it on the quarterback draw will be Kalen Moore, and Moore nowhere to go. As staying home was Miranda, Mad Max Richardson, along with a guy who's been there all night long, Talon Frazier. It'll be 3rd down and long. Got any more for us there, Harry Carey? Anything else? Any other shout-outs, anonymous or otherwise?
Mike Baker says, let's go. He's involved in this game.
Mike Baker's in it. Yeah, he's got it going on. Well, I tell you, how ugly can this game get tomorrow on Fox at Big Noon Saturday? Oregon and Northwestern. Ooh, that could be really bad. Gus Johnson, it'll be a test of his broadcasting skills. On 3rd and long, Moore going to roll out, throws, pass, caught, and fighting for the first down, but not getting it at the 31-yard line because the defense was there to turn it back. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 1. Good job hustling downfield from his linebacker position. Wrigley fight to make the play. 4th down and 2. And does Colt Allison go for it here? Oh, a little man test right about now. Deep in your own territory.
Jay Bradley says, let's go Tigers.
4:10 left of the first half of play. They may not call a play here. Moore now comes out underneath center. Single back look. 4th down and about 2. Deep in their own territory. Moore going to keep it himself. Did he make the first down? We look at the side judge here, and I believe he did, yeah. Good job by Moore to get the first down. He was hit initially by Gabe Miranda, but he got the first down. So they'll move the 6, and I love the panache, if you will, of Colt Allison going for it, 4th and 2 in his own territory. So they will move the 6 here. Clock continuing to run in the first half of play. 3:50. Mangum on top, 24-8. Quick pass here on the near side, incomplete. Good defensive coverage there by Derek Hammond as he ran stride for stride that time with
T-Shawn, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Caleb, wasn't it?
I believe.
Yeah, it was T-Shawn. I thought it was. And give Hammond credit down here on the edge. I mean, I know he's an excellent place kicker, but coming into his own as defensive back, and T-Shawn can run. And Hammond stayed right with him. So the pass incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Full house backfield with one wide receiver here on the near side. Now they'll send a man in motion and keeping it on the option. And there's nobody there for Moore to pitch it to, and he'll get swallowed up. Great job that time by Miranda. Oh, now they say that he fumbled the football. Miranda came out of the pack with the ball. Him and Clayton Caskey. They may have said Caskey came up with it. He and Miranda were there on the tackle, and the loose ball picked up by Clayton. So it'll be 1st down now for Mangum.
Yeah, Moore looked like he was wanting to find a way to pitch it, and he never did get the ball secured. And they got a hold of his one arm, and he had a chicken wing hanging out there.
Well, he didn't have anybody to pitch it to. Everybody was in a white shirt that was around him. It's a great field position now for Mangum. 1st and 10, 26-yard line. Laughlin wants to throw, looks for Richardson in the end zone, but it's going to be too tall. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Mad Max had broken free, but couldn't track down the football. 2nd down and 10. So I've noticed that the cheerleaders and some of the coaches are wearing Hawaiian leis.
It's apparently Hawaiian night at Philadelphia Stadium.
Okay. Had no idea. But it explains why you're wearing your grass skirt this evening.
Well, don't judge me.
2nd down and 10. Laughlin going to keep it himself. Got a block 20, 15, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Remy will score on the quarterback keeper. And Mangum now, with 3:21 left in the first half of play, will extend the lead to 29-8 with the extra point on the way. Well, I tell you what, that was an easy run there for Remy. I mean, Laughlin, he got a block from the tailback, and when he turned the corner, set sail for the 29-yard romp, and Mangum takes advantage of the turnover and puts another touchdown on the board. Extra point now on the way by Derek, and Hammond's kick is up, and it is good. 3:21 left in the first half of play. Mangum leads it 30-8 as they have scored 30 unanswered on Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Well, out of nowhere, the Facebook feed has shown up.
And we say good evening to Jerice Wilson-Henry, who has joined us, and she says, "Go Tigers." Oh, there you go.
I'll keep an eye on YouTube still for us.
Please
so
do.
there you go.
Yes, we want those YouTube comments as well. Mangum with 30 unanswered now, on top 30-8 in his first half of play. And again, Hobart striking first on a big play, and you thought, this is going to be back and forth, but Tigers have looked unstoppable on the offensive end. High end-over-end kick fielded back at the 28-yard line by Hobart, and out to the 33-yard line will go Eli Frank. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for the Bearcats. So Mangum taking advantage of that turnover by Hobart, and a touchdown run from Remy Laughlin. So they'll say 1st and 10 at the 33 now for the Bearcats. So we play here in the first half. 3:14 left of it. Last week, this crew from Hobart played Watonga and handled them easily. That'll be the opponent next week for homecoming at the Liberty Bowl here on Classic Hits 97.7. Connie Rogers-Hewlett says, "Go Tigers." Inside handoff here, and I tell you what, I love the submarine tackle of Cooper Curbo. Curbo went low, Aiden Augustine went high, and a gain of about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Tara Bernard Reynolds says, "Go Mad Max." Now, we're creating a cult hero with Mad Max Richardson. He's a fun kid to be around, though. So 2nd down and 9 for the Bearcats, and again, a trail 30-8, and not an offense designed to be able to score that quickly. Toss sweep, read beautifully, and tackled it deep in the backfield that time. Was Funkhauser, as coming up, Derek Hammond to make the play. He is not just a kicker anymore, ladies and gentlemen. The young man can play defense as well. Huge loss on the play. Back to the 27-yard line. The line to make for a 1st down is the 43. So, Cameron, is that 3rd and 16?
Very good. Very good, my friend.
Yeah, you know, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. So 3rd and long for Hobart, and they don't like to be in this position at all. Eli Ellis underneath center, wants to throw, does. Pass is picked off by Diego Tellis. Diego trying to break away from the defender, dragging people to the 50, 45, still on his feet at the 40, down the far sideline, and he's finally knocked down. Well, no, he's not. He's pushing the pile, and finally, Diego will go down at about the 32. Great effort that time by Diego Tellis. First of all, to come up with the interception. Second of all, to break away from the tackle of the wide receiver. And then pushing the pile, thank you, Philadelphia Eagles, at the end of the play.
Mike Baker working his way up our leaderboard. He said defense, and then he followed that up with Tiger football. So there we go.
Goodness. Mike Baker,
he's
we love
into
him.
it. Yeah.
Hey, you told me he's from Michigan?
Yeah, let's get that town again. Ironwood, Michigan.
Laughlin throws one up for grabs. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for Zeke Rogers. It hung in the air just a little bit long and allowed the defender to get back there. He had to break that one up, and that may have been T-Shawn that time. Caleb on the defensive end. So the pass incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Tigers trying to put another one on the board. Remember, they'll get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter of play. 1:31 left here in the first half, and they lead 30-8. 4 wide receivers now here on the near side. A solo wide receiver up top. Remington by himself in the backfield. He'll fire a pass. Going to be too tall for Zeke. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Rogers has got great leaping ability, but he would have needed a pogo stick and a trampoline to go up and get that one. And if you can jump on a pogo stick and a trampoline, you deserve to catch footballs. I'm just saying. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Mangum. Ball setting at the 32-yard line of Hobart. Obviously 4-down territory for this group from Mangum. Laughlin going to keep it himself, cuts it inside the 30, and then it's banged down at about the 26-yard line. So he'll make it 4th and manageable as Charles Stowe is watching the broadcast. And a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers. We'll take one as well. Mangum on top, 30-8, minute 14 left in the half, and we are Classic Hits 97.7.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win.
Well, Therese Wilson Henry, a woman after my own heart, she says, I'm watching on YouTube TV as well as here on Classic Hits Facebook page. So, I got 3 TVs at home, and I watch football games all weekend long on all 3 different games. So there you go.
Glad to be involved in that.
Yeah. David Henry says, way to play, Tigers. Keep it going. And, Michael Baker now has joined us on the Facebook page. He says, finally, I've got the Facebook page. Meantime, a 5-yard mark-off against Mangum because they jumped. Remy going to roll out. Boy, he's got all kinds of room. Going to run the football. He's got the first down and more as he stumbles inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. A 3:33 dental first down for the Mangum Tigers as they've gotten once again into the Sovereign Bank red zone. Hello to Kelly King. Kelly King says she loves the way that Cooper Kerbo is dancing out there tonight. Inside handoff, and look at Henley. He just waited on a blocker, and now he gets into the end zone. Great patience that time by Curtis, as he will score from 15 yards away. But we see some laundry here on the near side. This one could be coming back. Well, you've made it big time when you can be at a rehearsal dinner and broadcasting to the masses. We get the call. Illegal procedure called against Mangum, so it'll take away the touchdown. But Jennifer Halford Warner says they're cheering on the Tigers from the Jalen Warner and Lily Brock's rehearsal dinner. Now, how about them apples, Bob?
All right.
Love that. And congratulations, young people. Love is in the air. Who sang that song? Love is in the air. Love is in the air.
Oh man, I'm going to leave the dance moves to you, though, Michael.
Well, they're pretty good. First down and 15. Remy going to keep it left side, got a block. He's got the 15, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Laughlin will score from 20 yards away. And with that, Mangum has added to their lead with 45 seconds left in the first half of play. It's the Tigers 36, 8 on the board for this group from Hobart. Jesse Lewis Wetzel has checked in. Hello, Jesse. And Donna Ormond checked into the broadcast as well. Donna, good evening to you.
Mike said he graduated from Mangum, played football there, and now lives up north.
Well, there you go. He's a snow bunny. Derek Hammond with the extra point on the way, and it is good. So with 45.1 left in the first half of play, it has been a blitzkrieg pop by the Mangum Tigers. They trailed 8-0, not anymore. With 45 seconds left in the first half, Mangum 37, Hobart 8, Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Tell you what, Diego Tellis has got his own fan club. Kelly King and Therese Wilson Henry, members of the Diego Tellis fan club.
And Justin Brunson says, let's go Mangum.
Tigers on top 37-8 in the waning seconds of the first half of play. They'll kick the football away here. And again, keep in mind, Mangum will get the ball to begin the third quarter. Derek's kick on the far side. It will hit in no man's land. That is a free football. And it looks like Hobart might have fallen on it. One of the Tigers overran the ball. Or did he? It looks like maybe Diego Tellis had the football. Did they give it to Mangum or not?
Looks like it.
Yes, they did. Diego Tellis. We just talked about his fan club. He recovers that kickoff when nobody for Hobart fielded it. So Mangum will get one more opportunity here in the first half of play with 41 seconds remaining. Laughlin with time, throws, end zone, pass in and out of the hands. Unable to hold on that time was Coulter Webb. Boy, Webb had it right in his hands, and if he catches it, it's a touchdown. Great pass that time by Laughlin. 35 seconds now left in the first half of play. Paula Lively wants you to show us your grass skirt at halftime on camera.
Nobody wants to see that.
Second down and 10. Laughlin again fires pass behind Richardson. Incomplete. It'll be third down, and the reason that pass was off target is big time pressure that time from Hobart.
We'd have to work out some kind of a charity deal for that to make air. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think that's maybe we could raise some money and give it to the Minco softball team. How about that?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So speaking of which, we've got an opportunity to talk to the Mangum Lady Tiger head coach coming up at halftime. Make sure you join us for that. Jenny Stidham will join us here in the press box. Third down and 10. Laughlin going to keep it himself. Tries to break a tackle. Does. And now gets knocked down at about the 23-yard line. And Mangum will use one of their timeouts here as 24.5 shows on the clock. Mangum on top 37-8. Chris Thompson says, let's go Tigers, as they try to score one more time before the end of the first half. We mentioned the fact earlier that Oklahoma in action tomorrow. The Sooners at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia to take on the Temple Owls. And that ball game kicks off at 11 o'clock, and I believe it'll be on the Fox Radio Network starting at about 9:30 tomorrow morning on KTJS. So
Jennifer Kristen Powell says that her little cousins are playing for Mangum. Said go Bo and Zeke Rogers and go Tigers. She's in Tulsa. Have a few cousins that live there though. So
living on Tulsa time. Thank you, Don Williams. Go ahead.
Mike Baker said 36 is his favorite number, but well, we passed it. We're at 37 now.
Made the extra point.
Yeah,
Mr. Baker. Sorry.
Going for the field goal.
Well, I like this. Fourth down and long. I'm going to try a field goal of about 41 and a half yards. Certainly Derek has the leg. The holder is Max Richardson. Snap is back. Hold is true. Kick is a line drive. It's going to come up short and go out of the end zone. So the field goal, no good. And the ball will go over to Hobart with 20 seconds left of the first half of play. And if you're Mangum, you simply don't let anybody in front of you. Jerry said that she had the Tipton Tigers on her computer. I am my father's daughter. Therese, that's an inside story that we don't know about, but I'm sure it's quite hilarious. So Hobart, they'll probably snap it one time and head to the locker room, trailing here 37-8. And again, the Bearcats struck first in that first quarter of play as Eli Frank rumbled for a touchdown. Mangum countered. It was 8-8, and we really thought that we had one going on, and it's been all Mangum since. April Blankenship has checked in. As the handoff going to go to Frank, and Eli knocked down at about the 25-yard line. The open field tackle turned in by the Tigers, Clayton Caskey. April Blankenship says, great first half, boys, and let's go Mad Max Richardson. You know, Mad Max is, if he's getting any royalties off of that, he's going to have to funnel some of that money our way. Kimberly Chambers Ward says she's cheering on from Ada, America, and says, way to go, Tigers. And with that, the first half will come to an end. All Mangum after that opening touchdown by the Bearcats. It's Mangum 37, Hobart 8. We're at the half on Classic Hits 97.7.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
Welcome back to Phil Donkey Field, where Mangum has powered their way to a 37-8 lead at the intermission. 37-8 Mangum on top. And before we talk about that first half of play, I want to put in a plug for Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Of course, Greer County Oklahoma Farm Bureau, one of our sponsors here for Mangum Sports on Classic Hits 97.7. And I realize that it was 95 degrees today. The furthest thing from your mind is wintertime coats, okay? But I'm gonna ask you maybe to put that in the front of your brain maybe this weekend while you're shopping, because Coats for Kids is being sponsored by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Agency, including members like Mickey Lively. And what you can do is you can donate a new or gently used coat. They're collecting winter coats for kids of all ages. You can drop it off at the Greer County Farm Bureau office. Okay, or if you like, give a call to Mickey, and he'll be more than happy to come by and pick that coat up, I'm sure. You can give financially. You can support the efforts by simply writing a check, make that check payable to Oklahoma Farm Bureau Foundation for Ag, and include Coats for Kids in the memo line. By the way, your donation is tax deductible because there is a 501c3 status that goes on with this drive. Or you can host a coat drive. You can organize a collection within your own workplace, school, organization to make a collective impact in the community. So make sure that you are a part of that. And again, I realize that it has been hot. We're still working on our suntans, but nonetheless, it'll get cold before long. And given what I do during my day job, I know how critical it is to have warm coats for our kiddos. So put in a plug for the Jackson County Farm Bureau folks, Glenn Winters and that Tyler Cobb guy, who happens to be my agent and takes really good care of me. At the half, Mangum on top. It is a 37-8 lead for the Tigers, and our halftime is brought to us by the good people at Cattlemen's Bank. Halftime continues after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions, and it's easy to get.
Welcome back to Phil Dalkey Field as Hobart and Mangum playing at high school football on a football Friday night, week number 2. Doesn't get a whole lot better than this unless, of course, you are a big fan of the Mangum fast pitch softball team, which we are. And Jenny Sidham joining us here at halftime. Coach, before we talk about your club, I just want to touch on the situation there in Minco. You drive the team bus. The responsibility, and I know, sometimes the average fan doesn't think about the coach and all the responsibilities that they have. They just think that it happens between the lines, and that's not the case. The responsibility that coaches have when it comes to young people is tremendous, and I know that it's something that you take very seriously.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of responsibilities, but our first responsibility is the safety of our student athletes. And, our hearts go out to Minco and the softball team and the whole community there.
So it's one of those things that just grabs everybody by the throat. Doesn't matter where you live in Oklahoma, it gets to you, especially if you're around kids as much as folks like you and I are. And did you have a conversation with your team about the situation?
We really didn't have a conversation. We talked very little about it being very devastating and what exactly happened and how, terrible it is that so many girls were injured and the devastation. But we spent a lot of time praying. We prayed before each game that we've played so far, and hoping that we don't have any more tragedies like the one in Minco, and that everybody at Minco is healing up and their hearts are healing, and we just hope the Lord's with them and doing the best they can just to get through this tragedy.
It's a school that Mangum has played numerous times, whether it's on the softball field or basketball courts, and a couple of times playing football as well. So it's not like they're somebody that we're unfamiliar with. There's kids and people that over there.
Well, I did have a graduate assistant whose daughter plays over at Minco, and fortunately, she wasn't on the bus. But it hits home when you talk about any of those kids, because now, instead of playing softball and enjoying their life, some of them are fighting for their lives, and they're fighting to heal. And there's always that possibility that they may not be able to play the game that they love. And it's sickening and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for everyone.
Yeah, it is. It grabs you by the throat, indeed. So let's talk about brighter things. I was looking at the district standings earlier when it comes to high school fast pitch softball, and there's this Mangum Lady Tiger team in Class 2A3 that is 19-5 overall and finished 5-1 inside the district with a run differential of 41. The team that trails them, Merritt, 19-10, 3-1 in the district. Their run differential is 18. They got a couple of more games against Cordell. But Coach Stidham, if I'm looking at this correctly, even if Merritt wins twice against Cordell and gets the 10-run maximum, you're still the district champions.
Well, that's my understanding of it, Michael. I hope that's the case, but that is my understanding, that we should be district champions.
All right. So, and again, we didn't have the opportunity to do that ball game against Merritt, at Merritt. But go back in time a little bit and tell us about that contest, because we saw you play Merritt and ended up losing at home 10-4. Completely different ball game the second time around at their place, I would guess.
It was definitely completely different. They did not play well at home, and it was very disappointing. And I think the girls were disappointed, and I was disappointed. And just sometimes you have games where you don't play to your best capabilities. But when we went to Merritt, that changed. They played lights out. Palin Clark was leading the way with very few hits, dominating in the circle, and we did not hit well, but we played defense behind her. We made great plays. We were solid the whole entire time. It was 0-0. Going into the 6th inning, I believe they got the leadoff 2 on, and I thought that things might go south. But Palin took care of business. We got a few ground balls, got out of it. The girls played with a lot of maturity, a lot of perseverance, and come the 8th inning, still 0-0, we busted open and we scored 7 runs in the top of that 7th inning. And Palin and the defense goes out there and shuts it down in the bottom of the 8th. So, I mean, it just couldn't have ended any perfect for us.
No, and that 7-run differential certainly was a huge benefit as well. So the regular season winding down, but I know you've got some really great tests to end the regular season, get ready for the postseason. And if the schedule holds true, you play Tuesday night at Navajo, correct?
That changed the offense, so we'll get to play at home.
Okay, so that and we lost you there for a minute, but you're going to play Navajo at home on Tuesday? No.
Michael?
Yes, I can hear you fine, Coach. Are you able to hear
Okay.
us? All right.
Yes.
So, and again, we lost you there a couple of times. But if I heard correctly in between the breaks, you play at home against Navajo on Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So,
we did add a game. We did add a game Thursday, which will be our senior night, and we're playing Leedy a doubleheader.
all right. So, 3 opportunities next week against great competition to get ready for the postseason. And then I noticed that on the 20th, are those games still going to be played out at Western Oklahoma State College?
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right.
We're going to play 3 games on that Saturday.
Okay. Another great opportunity to go out and see the Lady Tigers and getting to play in a college atmosphere. That's a whole lot of fun. You mentioned Palin Clark, and I know that there have been some other youngsters that really have stepped up for your ball club. And you talked about senior night against Lady. It's going to be a short ceremony. I mean, this is still a very young ball club that you have.
We do. We have 3 seniors, Gracie and Hallie Smith, and then we have JC McFerrin. The majority of our team is sophomores. We have 2 juniors in Cooper and Hannah Stairs. So we are young. We have a lot of sophomores. The majority of our team is sophomores, and they are very young.
But it's a group that, I mean, they play fast pitch together. They play basketball together. They play slow pitch. I mean, it's a group that knows one another quite well.
They've been playing, I believe, somewhere around maybe the 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th grade together. So they know each other very well, and they play very well, and they get along great, which makes my job a lot easier.
Oh, come on. Teenage girls can't be difficult, Coach. We don't believe that.
Oh, they can be difficult, but this group right here is very, very mature for their age, and they have some good leadership, and they have been very successful this year, and I've been very proud of their progress.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that maybe some might think jumped out of nowhere to play as well as they have been. But I think going into the season, you kind of had these expectations of them.
I felt that the freshman year, they played a little bit like freshmen, but I thought that the experience that they had last year and the ups and downs that we had, and I still think they were successful last year, but I knew they would come out and be better than they were. That they strive to improve every day. Every day they come out there and we have a game plan to get better, just a little bit better, but to get better and to get smarter. The more knowledge we have, the better we are. So I do think that, with time and with age comes a little bit more wisdom, and I think that's paying off for us this year.
All right, we giggled about it earlier about being the district champion and hoping that we're reading the tea leaves correctly when it comes to the OSSAA and how they decide things. But in all seriousness, when will district start? Or not district, I'm sorry. When will regional start for the Mangum Lady Tigers?
Well, I think once we're declared the champions, they will OSSA will give us a schedule of when we can play those games.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly when it'll start, but they will give us dates and when we can schedule those games. And because we're home, hopefully we get to schedule those times.
Okay. And it basically, they decide the regional, you'll get a second place team out of a district, a third place team out of a district, and a fourth place team out of a district. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, congratulations, first of all, on the what we think is the district title. That's great, getting a chance to play at home for the regionals. And then, wow, next week, what a great opportunity to see the Lady Tigers in action as they will entertain Navajo on Tuesday night and then play a double dip on Thursday.
against Lady. And I believe the traveling microphones of Classic Hits 97.7 will be on hand for those bowl games, so we look forward to it. Coach, thank you for taking time to visit with us, and continued great success to the Mangum Lady Tigers. And what a fun, as you said, what a fun bunch of kids to be around.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You
And go
bet.
Tigers.
You bet. That's Jenny Stidham joining us at halftime here at Dalkey Field. Mangum and Hobart in football. We'll come back. Football halftime highlights continue here on Classic Hits 97.7. Welcome back to
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
So there once was a song that said, "Don't know much about biology." And certainly I would fit into that category, but I learned more about it today than I wanted to as I went and saw my doctor, Brandy Vermillion. And I mentioned Brandy because she's like, "Are you broadcasting the game tonight?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I am." "Well, my son's number 22. He plays for Altus." I said, "Brandy, I don't do those games, hon, but thank you." Anyhow, I mentioned Brandy and biology. Do you have any idea how many nerve endings are in your shin?
More than one.
There are a lot. Yes, that is correct. And Brandy did some work on me today and let me learn about nerve endings in my shin. She gave me some medication, told me that would wear off in the afternoon. It did. She said it's going to hurt. She's right. Brandy is really good at what she does, let me just tell you. And I have to give her a hard time for one other reason. She had some newfangled chair that I was in. And she was so proud of herself to be able to operate it and get me in a position to where she could do the work on my leg that she had to. But then, when it came time to bring the chair down so I could get out, I felt like I was on a bronking buck. I mean, she almost threw me out of the thing. And so, Brandy, anyhow, thank you for taking care of us. And best of luck tonight to the Altus Bulldogs and her son, number 22, for the Bulldogs.
Cash, right?
Yeah, playing cash. And a win tonight. And they would go 3-0 on the year. Wow, how about that? Here, Mangum trying to go 2-0 on this season as we say good evening to Terry Kerbo and Terry Williams, who's joined us. He says, "Go Mangum Tigers." David Henry says, "Great first half, Tigers. Let's keep it rolling in the second half now. Go Tigers." So this is a football team that scores in bunches. 54 points last week, 37 at the half. Our half has been brought to us by our good friends over there at Cattleman's Bank, and we appreciate them being a part of our broadcast. The second half is coming up. We invite you to stick and stay. Mangum leading Hobart at the half, 37-8 halftime. Brought to you by Cattleman's Bank here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger pride.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
Time brought to us by, again, Cattleman's Bank. We're getting ready for the second half. And
Mangum will receive
Robert
the
Crawford has joined us.
half.
Robert, good evening to you, buddy. Good to have you alongside.
Backbeat
And I want
Mangum
to say
for the
hi
27th.
to Mitch
Mason
McLaughlin.
Mitchell.
I'm sure he's working somewhere here tonight.
Actually ran into him at the half.
Okay. So, I just want to say quickly,
Mason
thank
Parker.
you, Mitch, for taking such great care of us. He called me at home
Kicking off
earlier
the
today, and he said,
half
hey, he
will
said,
be number one.
I'm already getting ready for next week. Is there anything that you guys need for that ball game? And I said, no, you did a great job. So, Mitch, thank you for your work, and thanks for taking care of us.
Candy Williams says, great first half, Tigers, way to go. Also, Patricia Stelting says, way to go, Tigers, watching from McLeod. And Monica Dornan said, way to go, Tigers, great first half, now finish it up.
So it's, hey, get off of McLeod. Thank you, Mick and the boys, the Rolling Stones. Kick that goes along the turf and is fielded by a baseball player, Derek Hammond. He will field it, 1st and 10 for Mangum. They'll go to work at the 37-yard line. As we're on Facebook for the second half, we're so delighted about that, you know. I don't know why I'm hooked on that, but I am.
It's your comfort zone.
Yeah, it is. And we'll talk about it after this play. How about that? 1st and 10, 35-yard line. Laughlin wants to throw. Out in the flat, Richardson. Max gets a block, has the 40. 45, and a penalty flag will fly. He didn't quite make the 45. On the backside, we got a penalty flag holding going to be called against Mangum. So this one is going to come back. William Dickey says, hey, you know, it's always good to beat the little brother. Oh, Coach! Wow! How about them apples, Bob? By the way, we need to thank the folks that have cooked the cheeseburgers and handed out the water.
Yeah, the softball team, Hobart softball team, Coach Bingham and the girls hooked us up with some burgers and drinks tonight. So thank them.
And there is nothing better than a charcoal cheeseburger at a ball game. I mean, you don't have to put anything on it. That's just the burger. Deep handoff here to the tailback. That's Henley. And Curtis still on his feet across the 50, 45, down the far sideline. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Tigers! How about that? It looked like Curtis was going to pick up a few yards over there on the left side, and then suddenly he comes out of the pack, and as they say, he gone. Touchdown, Henley.
Quickly gone, too.
Boy, he did explode out of there, didn't he? So with 11:39 left here in the third, Mangum on top now, 43-8, and they will kick the extra point, or at least try to. I thought Henley bottled up there on that far side and pick up maybe 5 on the play, and boom, suddenly there he goes. He housed it. So Mangum started off the third quarter just like they finished the second, scoring in a flurry. And with 11:39 left here in period number 3, the Tigers have extended the lead. They lead it 44-8 here on Classic Hits 97.7.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s and the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, Find us at mangumregional.net.
Two men that I love dearly, Robert Crawford and William Dickey, now going after one another. And Crawford commenting about Dickey's comment about the little brother. Robert says, and I quote, "Mangum was our little sister when I was playing."
Well, Judy Miller, let's make it a little kinder. She
right.
says she needs a 3-game screen because she has grandsons playing in Michigan, Seguin, Texas, and the Tigers, and she wants to see them all.
How about them apples? So Hammond, the end-over-end kick, going to get in. That's in no man's land. Going to be fielded finally by an up-back. And going down there to make the tackle, Diego Tellis. Remember, Tellis recovered an onside, what wasn't an onside kick. It's just a kick into no man's land. And I tell you what, that's a nice play by Cooper Gray, because that one is up for grabs otherwise. Tori Kerbo checking in. Tori, good to have you alongside, my friend. So, I see Curtis Palm down on the sidelines, and I think that is a story maybe that you're aware of. Are you?
No.
Okay, I thought I heard you talking to somebody about that, so never mind. I was going to have you enlighten us, but that won't be the case.
I don't do a whole lot of enlightening. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right, here we go. Hobart with the ball, 1st and 10. 11:35 left in the third quarter of play. And, well, I tell you what, just nowhere to run. Mangum now starting to tee off. And the initial hit there by Mason Mitchell. And then a big hit. Jackson Brooks in on the stop as well. It'll be a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11. I get the opportunity tomorrow to head back to Ardmore and play in a benefit golf tournament to aid St. Jude, and we are certainly looking forward to that. It's St. Jude, first of all, a great organization to benefit, and I think the last time we played in the golf tournament over there, we were but the tournament raised some $27,000 for St. Jude, so happy to be a part of that. Meantime, trying to run the football down by a score of 44-8 is Mangum, and Hamlet had nowhere to go as he got the big bear hug from Big A. Aiden Augustine in on the stop. It'll be 2nd down, or 3rd down actually. 3rd down and about 11. So if you're Colt Allison, do you just stick by with what you got, keep your game plan, maybe concede the fact you're not going to win the ball game, but work on things?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to try to change everything you've done just for 2 quarters.
Full house backfield now, and a handoff to the tailback and across the 30 out to about the 34-yard line. Bo Rogers in on the stop. Derek Hammond there as well. Looks like Parker in on the stop too. Gain of 4 for Funkhauser. It'll be 4th down and 6, and Hobart will go for it, and why not?
Patricia Stelting says grandson Tough plays for Mangum. So way to go, team. From McLeod, Grandma loves you. Tough number 20.
All right. And again, great song by the Rolling Stones. Hey, hey, you, get off McLeod. 4th down carry down for the tailback and to the 45, or 35 rather. That won't be nearly enough for a 1st down. And again, Mason Mitchell in on the stop. Boy, he is having a whale of a ball game from the defensive secondary position. And turning it over on downs will be the Bearcats. So Mangum will get it back. 1st and 10 inside Bearcat territory and to 33. Wide receivers here on the near side. Our player of the game last week, Zeke Rogers, has been really kind of quiet here tonight. See if they don't try to get him the football one more time. I bet he had a touchdown in the first half, but not a lot of opportunities. And they'll go back to the tailback and off to the races and gone again, Curtis Henley. And again, Henley, just a little bit of pitter-patter there in the hole, and then boom, he explodes and he's gone. And it's amazing. I think the Bearcats, both times that he has ripped off 2 long runs here in this third quarter play, thought they had him bottled up, and suddenly he's gone for a touchdown.
Yeah, he's got that quick step, and just leaves him in the dust.
So Mangum hanging half 100 here at the 9:13 mark, 50-8 with the extra point on the way from Derek Hammond. Snap is good, hold is true, and the kick is up, and it is good.
So with 9:13 left in the third, Mangum has extended the lead. They've got 51. Hobart with 8. More classic hits, 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, go Tigers.
The always classy, the always elegant Coach William Dickey telling Robert Crawford, was. Times have changed, he says.
Them is fighting
words.
words.
My goodness, that is so good. Mangum now leading 51-8. And again, a ball game that they trailed at 1.8-0. Hammond kicking it away, high end over end kick, and fielded on the run by Cooper Gray. Gray trying to turn it to the outside. He'll get spun back at about the 25, make it to the 28, and now the 29-yard line, maybe the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 there for Hobart, racing downfield to make the tackle for the Bearcats, or for the Tigers, a host of players, including Sam Slayton. So it'll be 1st and 10. By the way, I failed to mention that I'm resplendent this evening in my Classic Hits 97.7 game polo.
I thought you were doing a stab at me with that.
No. I'm not responsible for who gets the shirts. But another great effort by the lovely and talented Shelley Fox as we get a handoff and across the 35 out to the 40-yard line. We'll go the fullback for Mangum, and that is Dalton Hamlet, who has played hard all night long. He'll get the first down. They'll move this takes 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. But again, Shelley doing a great job, and she also has created T-shirts, and I almost forgot. I actually have one large Classic Hits T-shirt, one size large. It's got a tiger paw on it, and then I've got a handful of mediums. As Hamlet again on the carry here on the near side, he'll come to the 44-yard line. In on the stop, Cooper Curbo. It'll be 2nd down in about 6. So if you are here and would like one of those, and one per customer, I've got one large to the first one who wants to come to the press box and claim it. I've got one large, and then I think I've got 4 mediums. But again, one per customer. We'll hand those out while they last. Come and see us here on the press box. We are on the Hobart side of the field, if you're wondering. 2nd down and 6, late pitch, and oh my goodness, what a great job coming up and making the play from his defensive secondary position is Mason Mitchell. Well, Mitchell's just been all over the field tonight. Good tackle there by Mason. Loss on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9. Deborah Reed Maddox is checked in. She says, keep it up, Tigers. Looking good.
That's what Dave McCook said. Looking good, Tigers.
So it'll be 3rd down now and 9. Ball at the 41-yard line. And again, just sticking to their offense is Hobart, down 51-8 as Jerry Skinner has joined us. Good evening, Jerry. 3rd down carry, Hamlet, and that was snuffed out immediately by Miranda and company. As he's in the middle of the pile, Augustine getting off of it as well, and that's some beef right there, folks. You run into that, and you're going to get whiplash because you're going to go back the other way. They did give Hamlet a yard on the play. It'll bring up 4th down now. 4th and about 8. Ball setting between the 41-42-yard line to make the midfield stripe.
You can tell as the game prolongs, the battle in the trenches is really definitely gone the way for the Tigers, and I think that's what's making that giving them the holes that they've been having offensively.
4th down and 8. Want to throw the football. Rolling out Moore. He'll throw. Pass caught. 1st down inside Mangum territory at about the 45-yard line. Good pass by Moore on the rollout to the right side. Coming back to make the catch, Hayes Porter. So they'll move the sticks. Marked him out at the 46 of Mangum. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Mangum on top, 51-8. As there is 6 minutes left here in this 3rd period of play. Midway point of the quarter.
You got a good view of everything but the scoreboard, haven't you?
It is a challenge to find the scoreboard. You're right. Pass here on the near side. Catch is made as Caleb tries to make a move. Boy, I tell you what, shoestring tackle there. Ooh. Turned in by... And we've watched this matchup here several times tonight. Derek Hammond made the shoestring tackle. T-Shawn thought he had 6 there. He did get a 1st down. They'll move the sticks down to the 32-yard line of Mangum. 1st and 10 from there. Was Colorado playing the night Big 12 game against Houston? I think, yeah, that's what I thought. Man, I hate that they play on Friday nights. Good game. I'd like to be able to watch that. Again, Hobart to the air. Wheel route. Pass is caught for a touchdown. Great catch. Great concentration. Ethan Funkhauser. He will make the catch. The defender for Mangum was right there, but he jumped just a little bit too soon. Couldn't knock the football away. Funkhauser the catch and the score. And with 5:05 left here in quarter number 3, it's now 51-14. Mangum on top. As it appears, Hobart will go for 2. Yeah. You get that swinging gate look. And they were successful the first time around with this look. Try it again. Little jump pass. And good job that time. As Caleb Moore hit his receiver in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. So with 5:05 left here in the 3rd, it's 51-16. Mangum on top of Hobart, where Classic hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers, we're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Speaking of the Lady Tigers, hope that you are with us at halftime. Jenny Stidham, Lady Tiger head softball coach, joined us and let us know that Mangum will be at home on Tuesday night. They will get the Navajo Lady Indians, and that is always a great matchup between those two. We'll have the ball game for you here on Classic Hits 97.7, and then Lady Bison will be in town for 2 games on Thursday, as it will be senior night. We'll celebrate with both games here, again, on Classic Hits 97.7. So we look forward to those 3 ball games coming up next week, and certainly hope that you will join us. So set to kick it away, Eli Ellis. Ellis, the left footer, kicks one here on the near side. Tellis will make the catch at the 30. And Diego has the 35 and bangs his way out to the 37-yard line. They'll give him the 38. That'll be 1st and 10 from there for Mangum, as they lead it here 51-16. So Mangum back-to-back weeks putting a half 100 on the scoreboard, and we got a lot of time here yet in this 3rd quarter. Charles Stowe says, if you have a medium, I'll pick one up down here at Mangum if you don't mind. I can't guarantee anything, Charles. I'm sorry. Carry over on the right side by the tailback for Mangum across the 45 out to the 46 and down the 47-yard line. That's just some good old-fashioned hard running that time. Turned in by Cooper Curbo. So Cooper running hard. So, Charles, if I don't give them all the way here at the stadium, I'll keep one for you for sure. Curbo again on the carry, breaking tackles, and he'll take it inside Hobart territory, picking up the first down at the 47-yard line. But Cooper Curbo really running hard. And Cooper, the last 2 years, has been a defensive stalwart at the linebacker position, but showing he can tote the mail, as they used to say back in the day. So 1st and 10, Mangum going to keep it on the ground. This time it'll be Henley. And oh boy, he's breaking tackles, still on his feet. 35-30 and finally knocked down Curtis Henley. I tell you what, every time Curtis takes the handoff, he is a threat to take it to the house. Great job by Henley. Boy, he has racked up the yards this evening. A couple of long touchdown runs. And he'll move the sticks there. That first down brought to us by 333 Dental. Little shake and bake here on the near side by Remy. Laughlin going to be dragged down inside the 30 and about the 27-yard line. Funkhauser on the tackle. I think Remington thought maybe he got dragged down by his face mask. At least that was the indication he gave to the official. Gain of a half yard on the play. It'll be second down at 9.5. Junior Lane has checked in. Junior fashioning 3 footballs, the trifecta. Mangum will try to go 3-0 on the year next Friday night at home. The Eagles of Watonga will be in town. It's homecoming. Of course, we'll have the ball game for you here. Now we'll get a stoppage of play. Timeout taken by the Tigers. Mangum on top, 51-16, as we play here with 3:11 left in the third on Classic Hits 97.7.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win.
So out of the timeout, Mangum will have it. Second down and 10. We'll call it officially ball at the 27-yard line of Hobart. Full house backfield for Laughlin. Remy hands it off here on the near side to Mad Max. Gets a block. 25. Makes a move at the 20. Still on his feet and finally knocked down at about the 16-yard line. T-Sean Caleb in on the stop for Hobart, but not before Max picked up the first down. They will move the sticks. The first down brought to us by 333 Dental. As Mangum now has reached the red zone. Brought to us by Sovereign Bank. 1st and 10, handoff to Cooper Curbo. Curbo avoiding tacklers, now running over people, pushing his way inside the 10 to the 5 and finally the 4. Cooper Curbo, and I tell you what, they'll go back and watch the film on this, and Curbo nearly fumbled the football on the exchange from Remington Laughlin. So it'll be 1st and goal now for Mangum. 2:30 left here in period number 3. Mangum trying to add to that 51-16 lead. Cray Manny. Did he get the handoff? No, that was a sleight of hand there. It looked like Manny had the football, but instead it was Cooper Curbo. And Curbo lost a couple of yards back to the 7. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. We have seen a lot of movement in the backfield tonight for Mangum. And this is a kind of a different look for them over the last couple of seasons. But you got a bevy of backs that can really get it done for you, and you need to find a way to get the football into their hands, and they've done that tonight. Look at the hole for Cray Manny as he will simply walk into the end zone from 7 yards away, and Mangum will score. 1:44 left here in period number 3, and Mangum has scored again. Cray Manny from 7 yards away.
Manny and company leading 57-16 with 1:44 left here in period number 3. Derek Hammond on to try the extra point. Mad Max the holder. Snap is back. Hold is true. Kick is on its way, and it is up, and it is good. So Mangum leading here with 1:44 left in the third quarter of play. They've got 58-16 on the board for Hobart. We're back to Hobart after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Austin Solis says, hey, I'm cheering on my boys from Kansas. Go Tigers. Austin, impressive tonight here, and the guy who took your number, 0, has filled your shoes quite well tonight. I mean, to tell you, running wild has been Curtis Henley. So Derek Hammond, whose leg may hurt as much as mine does, he didn't have a biopsy on his, kicks off again. End over end, and going to be fielded at the 25-yard line, trying to find space and cutting it back to the inside is Kinsler Dozier, and Dozier gets knocked down at about the 30-yard line. A host of Tigers in on the stop. Leading the way for Mangum was Coulter Webb. Good job by Webb to get down on the special teams to make the play. So Hobart will go to work. Minute 33 left here in the third. 58-16. Mangum on top. 54 in game number 1. 58 here. One more non-district bowl game. They'll get Watonga next week. Watonga manhandled by these Hobart Bearcats in week number 1. First down carry, right side, big hole, out to the 40. Spun around at the 45-yard line, still on his feet to the 46 and the 47-yard line. And give credit to the fullback, Dalton Hamlet, who has ran hard all night long. He had the first carry of the ball game and still running hard here late in period number 3. They marked him down officially at the 48-yard line of Hobart. It'll be 1st and 10 from there, and Hamlet going to come to the sideline, get a rest.
He's earned it.
Wherefore art thou, Hamlet? Oh, that was Romeo, wasn't it? Getting my Shakespeare discombobulated. 1st and 10 now for the Bearcats. Again, they'll keep it on the ground, and Hamlet's replacement did not have the same kind of success that he did as he got drilled. Cooper Curbo in there, Clayton Caskey getting off the pile, Gabe Miranda as well. So the Tigers doing a good job of rallying to the football in the final 8 seconds of this third quarter of play, and Hobart will let the clock run out, and we'll head to the fourth. Mangum 58-16 for Hobart. We've played 3, and we're back for the final 12 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
And on second down and 10, coming out of the timeout, between quarters, Hobart moves, and that'll cost them 5. It'll be second down and 15. You mentioned Brian Bingham and their softball team cooking up the cheeseburgers and handing out the water. They will play on Tuesday against Sayre. It looks like the Lady Eagles going to win District 2A1, 19-3 on the year. Wow. And 5-0 inside district play. Hobart 11-11 and 3-1 inside district. So it looks like Lady Cats will take second inside district play, and they will be on the road for the postseason. Hobart wants to throw. Quick hitch here on the near side. Did that ball hit the turf first? No, they're going to say the catch made by Hayes Porter. As Kalen Moore fired the fastball here on the near side. And they will take the football across the 50 to the 49.5-yard line of Mangum. By the way, if you're here and would like one of these great-looking Classic Hits 97.7 T-shirts that come complete with a tiger paw on the sleeve, I've got a couple of mediums left, and I still have that large. Okay, so you got to come to the press box and ask for those, one per customer. Third down and 8, penalty flag going to fly. Delay of game will be the call. Anytime you see the back judge throw his flag, you know that it's going to be delay of game, whether you have a play clock or not. Michelle Smith Berg Moore is watching. She is her own law firm. Michelle Smith Berg Moore. I love that.
That's like multi-hyphenated.
So we're going to carry on the ground and spinning out of the play. It's Eli Frank, who's got a touchdown carry on the night. Frank, he got hit by Big O Shane Lee. Now, Lee puts his hands on you, forget about it. Gabe Miranda was there as well. So to bring up 4th down and 10. Have you seen whether they're going to run the clock here in this fourth quarter with the score what it is? 58-16?
I haven't seen the opportunity yet.
Okay. So going underneath center, Kalen Moore. Moore has shown the ability to throw the football a couple of times. Going to roll out here on the left side, being chased from behind by Rogers. Now he gets pummeled as he lets go of the football. Pass is incomplete. And Mangum will get it on downs. Well, I tell you what, that's one of those when you are Bo Rogers, you are chasing after the guy and you're like, I'm going to get him, going to get him. And he did. Moore let go of the football, but boy, he got thumped when he did.
Paid for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those things. He was on his backside. He had no idea that Rogers was after him.
Jake Green says, cheering my guys on from Stillwater. Let's go Tigers.
Jake, remember that football team last year.
And Randy Stelting says, Tigers, see what number 20 can do from Blanchard, Uncle Randy.
Clayton Caskey now playing quarterback. He'll take a high snap, hand the football off, and carry on the right side by Mason Mitchell. Mitchell will pick up a yard, maybe 2. They'll give him 2. It'll be second down and 8. 9:40 and running in the fourth quarter of play. 58-16. Mangum on top. Again, they'll play next week at home, homecoming, against the Eagles of Watonga. Sam Slayton has checked into the ball game. He's split out here on the near side. And in the slot for the Tigers, Noah Carrasco. Inside handoff and breaking tackles and dragging people down to about the 35-yard line. Will be the tailback from Mangum, and trying to see who got off the pile there. It looked like it was Derek Hammond, and it was Hammond on the carry. How about that?
Kobe Bear said, way to go Tigers, proud of you, Cooper Curbo, and all the Tiger team bringing it tonight.
And they certainly have.
fell behind 8-0 and then went on a scoring spree and put this one away. High snap again, but again corralled, and now on the carry, breaking tackles, coming to the outside, down to the 25-yard line, still on his feet to the 24. As Mason Mitchell did a great job of making a tackler miss at the point of attack, and then simply powered his way down to the 25. So that'll be a 3:33 dental first down for the Tigers as the 6 move here in his fourth quarter of play. Clayton Caskey in at quarterback for Mangum here. I'm trying to make sure that we get those kids that haven't seen a lot of playing time, get them mentioned, as Caden Carter will come in and be in the backfield with Caskey. 1st and 10. Carter with the handoff, tries to turn to the outside. Now he'll cut it in. He's got the 20 still on his feet and gets rocked at about the 18-yard line. But I tell you what, that is some fun stuff there for Carter on his first carry of the night. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. It did take us inside the red zone, brought to us by Sovereign Bank. So 2nd down now. Caskey going to hand it off to Manny. Cray dragging people to the 15. He'll pick up the first down. 3:33. Well, maybe did they give it to him? Let's see. I don't think so. No, they didn't.
Take it down to number 6.
Brought him just short. Didn't give him that forward progress. It'll be 3rd down at 1. 3rd down at 1 now for the Tigers. Again, clock continuing to run as we've gotten down to 7 minutes left in the ball game. Sam Slayton gets the handoff, comes on the near side, spins. That's Manny instead.
Zeke Rogers.
And he will pick up the first down, brought to us by 3:33 dental. So Cray Manny getting it done for Mangum. Manny inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. And another first down for Mangum. The official says keep winding that clock as we approach the midway point of quarter number 4. And Tigers' second unit really wanting to get the football into the end zone and get 60 on the board. Again, Caskey's got to go up and get it. Mason Mitchell the handoff, breaking tackles, and Mason inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. Mitchell running hard, lowering the boom as he got hit at the end of the play and pushed the pile forward. Knocked him down officially at the 27-yard line. That'll bring up a second down, second and about 3.5, maybe 4 for the Tigers. Trying to punch another score in here. As Mitchell in the backfield, he'll get the handoff, gets a block from Williams, now breaks it to the outside, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spun down right there. Mason Mitchell turned back at the 1-yard line, but he will pick up the first down, brought to us by 3:33 dental. It'll be 1st and goal now for Mangum.
Yeah, he got turned around, and when he was tackled, was just shy of the goal line.
Brant Suttereth is coming to the ball game. You see the big fella get a handoff here and power it into the end zone, or did he? Nah, he can't. Yeah, he's still in there. So Suttereth in there. He may lead Mason Mitchell into the end zone. 2nd down and goal, and keeping the ball is Caskey. Clayton fighting, trying to get to the end zone, not going to make it, and he would just get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and goal. How's it going? Would you like a T-shirt? Yeah. All right, we can fix you up. Do I know Michael Barnes? Heck no, I don't know that clown.
I wouldn't admit to that at all.
Never. So a couple of our T-shirts going to be handed out here. As Mangum has got 2nd and goal. Caskey on the handoff, trying to go to the end zone, and he'll get turned back. And it'll be 3rd down and goal. Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it. Holmes in on the stop. Well, if you're Hobart, you're just playing for some pride right here. By the way, I still have 3 T-shirts remaining. I'm surprised they didn't ask you to sign it. 3rd and goal from the 5.
Nobody needs that.
That may come later. Somebody will come up here and ask for the guy in the grass skirt. 3rd and goal from the 5. Caskey hands it off. Parker bowls towards the end zone, and he got there. Mason Parker will score.
And Mangum.
Mason Mitchell on the carry.
That was Mitchell instead. Mason Mitchell with a 5-yard carry for the touchdown. So Mitchell into the end zone from 5 yards away. And with 3:50 left in the ball game, it's now 64-16. Mangum to try the extra point. 64-16, they lead. A little bit of confusion now. Got to get the kicking ball in there.
Number 12.
Derek Hammond, who's had a big night in all three phases. Kicking game, offensively and defensively. He'll try the extra point. So the offensive juggernaut is the Mangum Tigers. Now have 65 on the evening. So with 3:50 left in the ball game, it's 65-16. Mangum on top. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
So during the timeout, we saw the Hobart cheerleaders firing footballs into the crowd. I wonder aloud if maybe we can talk our good friend Shelley Fox into creating some of those fabulous T-shirts, and maybe some of the Mangum cheerleaders can throw T-shirts into the crowd next week.
There you go.
And also, see if you can't get the Cameron Dole Experience polo. Okay, I'm just saying.
Chad always like, I have a shirt for you. It's just not with me today.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Hammond's kickoff going to be fielded on the far side out to the 25, 30-yard line, maybe the 31. Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 from there. As this one evaporating quickly. 3:40 left in the ball game. So Mangum will move to 2-0 on the year, and as we mentioned, they will entertain Watauga next week. Homecoming ball game. Lots of fun activities going on. Part of which are apparently they're going to recreate some sitcoms from the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I saw something about that.
I've seen a couple of those.
You know, back in the olden days, and you think the 80s weren't that long ago, and then you realize, yeah, it was 40 years ago. Thanks for asking. Inside handoff and in on the stop for Mangum. A couple of new kids out on the field. Tuff Halford is checked into the ball game. Good play by Tuff. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. My daughter-in-law turned 33 earlier this week. My son will be 33 in November. These other people keep getting older, and I'm just as immature as ever.
It'll never change.
I hope not. I'll be disappointed if it does. 2nd down and 6. The only thing down here, the final score, Hobart with the ball, toss sweep, right side, trying to turn the corner. Zaid Holmes, and Holmes breaks a couple of tackles, turns the corner, and picks up the 1st down.
Great block in the backfield.
Yeah, that was a big block. I think, it looked like maybe that was Marquay Stafford that made that block. Am I right on that?
Marquay could lay a block, I guarantee you.
It looked like maybe that was him. Asa Freeman was in the vicinity as well. A couple of guys from the visiting side that have checked in. Kylan Holt making an appearance tonight for the Bearcats. Or for the Tigers, I mean. Noah has come back in as well.
Inside handoff and powering his way out to the midfield stripe and more. So a first down going to be picked up by the Bearcats as Shelly Jenkins Mullins is checked in. And seen or heard from Shelly in a while. Shelly, good to have you alongside, my friend. Hobart has the ball. First and 10 at the Mangum 49-yard line. 70 seconds left in this one. 65-16. Mangum out in front. Another handoff, and this time taking it on the left side down to the 40-yard line will be the tailback for the Bearcats. Crediting the tackle to J.J. Kendall. J.J. working hard out there late in the ball game for the Tigers. Ryland Holt in on that stop as well. A couple of more plays, and this one will be over. And maybe just one more play. You've got to be thinking of who your player of the game is going to be when they put 65 on the board. Second down and 2. Hobart wants to throw, rolling near side. Moore on his feet, fires pass, is caught, but I believe the receiver was out of bounds, and it will be incomplete. How about the pressure at the end by Tuff Halford? Like Tuff really tattooed Moore as he let go of that football. Stops the clock with 8.7 remaining, so there'll be one more play. Moore a hitch in his giddy-up. Kalen really got belted. And again, when you're running away from the defense, it's that backside that's coming after you. Whew. You stop and fire and then get drilled. So one more play. And Mangum will have improved to 2-0, and Hobart will fall to 1-1 on the year. Second down and 2 here. Inside handoff. And Eli Frank on the carry. He'll get tackled at the 35 on what has turned out to be the final play of the ball game. Give credit on that tackle, by the way, to Lane Burnham. So 65-16, your final score. Mangum wins it tonight in Hobart over the Bearcats. 65-16. Mangum victorious here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Mangum Tigers down 2-0 on the year, 65-16. They win it going away tonight over the Hobart Bearcats, and at one point they trailed in this ball game 8-0, but once they took the lead at 16-8, they did not look back and raced to victory number 2 in as many tries. And time now to name our Mangum player of the game. And Cameron Dole, there's a lot of choices you can make in a 65-point ball game. Tell me your selection.
First name is Curtis.
Curtis Henley, yeah.
Curtis Henley. I mean, he just tore it up tonight. I mean, he ran with passion, and there was no stopping him.
Well, and the thing about Curtis that impressed me, and again, you give credit where credit is due, and that offensive line, Coach continues to talk about it. They're big, they're physical, they push people around, and they certainly did here tonight. But I give a lot of credit to Curtis because he showed great patience on 2 long touchdown runs there at the line of scrimmage. Thought he was going to get tackled, and then suddenly he burst out of the pack and raced to the touchdown. So, again, Curtis Henley is our player of the game tonight. Congratulations to him. Debbie R. Anderson says, way to go, Tigers. Yay for the Mangum Club. I want to remind you now, we've got a great week of sports coming up next week here on Classic Hits 97.7. Our traveling microphones will be at the Mangum softball field on Tuesday night as Navajo will come to town to take on the Lady Tigers. We'll have that ball game beginning at probably about 5:30 or so. We'll button that up for you as we get closer to Tuesday. And then on Thursday, it'll be a double dip as the Lady Bison of Lady will come to town for a pair of bowl games. And then we'll close out the week with homecoming as Mangum will entertain the Eagles of Watonga and try to stay perfect inside non-district play. And, you know, I guess that a goal for you right now is to hang a half 100 every week after scoring 54 last week and 65 this week.
You got it going. You got it going on. You might as well keep it going.
So congratulations to Sam Powers and the Mangum Tigers. We thank our hosts from Hobart who always take great care of us. Well, they take great care of you because you're the voice of the Bearcats quite often. I'm just a, scofflaw who comes here. By the way, thank you, Shelley Fox, for the great shirts. Chad Fox, the yeoman work that you do. And for Cameron Dole, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for joining us live and in living color. It's been Mangum Tiger football here on Classic Hits 97.7.
You've been listening to Mangum Tiger Football on Classic Hits 97.7 and Mangum Tiger TV. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Tiger Cub Learning Center, Cattleman's Bank, JCMH Mangum Clinic, Granite Drug, 333 Dental, Kendall Law, Greer Funeral Home, Mangum Regional Medical Center, Jill Grauman Remax, Blair Tire and Feed, Sovereign Bank, Great Plains Bank, Greer County Farm Bureau, The Loop, Triad Home Health, In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, Mangum Brick Company, Mangum Tag Agency. Mangum Football on Classic Hits 97.7 and Mangum Tiger TV is a production of the Fox Radio Network, home of the Mangum Tigers.
15 minutes to find it.
Easily. So congratulations to Sam Powers and the Mangum Tigers. We thank our hosts from Hobart who always take great care of us. We'll take great care of you because you're the voice of the Bearcats quite often. I'm just a, scofflaw who comes here. By the way, thank you, Shelley Fox, for the great shirts. Chad Fox, the yeoman work that you do. And for Cameron Dole, I'm Michael Wise. Thanks for joining us live in a living color. It's been Mangum Tiger Football.